Let me ask you something before I say another word. When was the last time you did something you didn't feel like doing? Because you knew deep down it was the thing that mattered. Not the thing that was easy, not the thing that felt good in the moment. The thing that mattered. If you can answer that quickly, you already understand what I'm about to talk about. If you can't, stay with me, because today we're talking about the one word that separates the entrepreneur who dreams from the entrepreneur who builds. That word is discipline. You see, everybody wants to be successful, right? Everybody wants the freedom, the impact, the life they designed with their own two hands. Everybody wants to stand on that stage one day and say, I built something that mattered. But here's the truth nobody puts on the motivational posters. Motivation is a liar. You see, because motivation shows up when it feels like it. It just shows up when it feels like it. It's there one day and then maybe gone the next. When the idea is shiny and new, it's there. When you've just registered that new business and have your new business name and you can already picture the magazine cover. But motivation doesn't show up at 5 a.m. when you're exhausted. It doesn't show up after the client says no for the 10th time. It doesn't show up when the bank account is low and the doubt starts setting in. And that doubt is real loud. But you see, discipline does. See, discipline is the friend who shows up when nobody else will. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline doesn't care if you're inspired. Discipline just says, get up, do the work again and again. Think about the entrepreneurs you admire, the ones who build empires out of nothing. I promise you, it was never talent alone. It was never luck alone. It was the invisible hours, the early mornings nobody saw, the version of them that answered one more email when they were running on empty, the version of them that said no to the party, no to the comfort, no to the easy path, so they could say yes to the vision. That is discipline. Not glamorous, not loud, but unstoppable. Because here's what discipline really is. It's not punishment. It's not restriction. Discipline is self-respect and action. It's you telling yourself, I believe in this dream enough to protect it, even from my own excuses. And let me be honest with you about this. Discipline in daily routine isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's not about some rigid superhuman schedule where you never rest and never stumble. That's not discipline. That's a trap, and it burns people out. But you see, real discipline is about consistency over intensity. It's waking up at the same time, not because it's magical, but because it builds a rhythm that your mind can trust. It's protecting the first hour of your day for the work that actually moves the needle. Before the noise of the world gets its hands on your attention. It's saying, I will show up for this business, this dream, this vision, the same way I show up for someone I love every single day, whether I feel like it or not. Because here's the secret about the entrepreneurs who make it. They are not the most talented people in the room, probably not even the smartest, but they are simply the ones who refused to quit on the days when quitting would have been easy, would have been understandable, and would have been forgivable. Nobody would have blamed them for stopping, but they didn't. They showed up anyway. And that, my friends, is compounded. Day after day, week after week, month after month. until one day the world calls it an overnight success. You see, there's no overnight success. There's only discipline, practiced in silence for far longer than anyone was watching. And I need you to understand something about your dream. You see, your dream does not care about how talented you are. Your dream does not care about how smart you are, how much money you started with, how many people believed in you. Your dream only responds to one thing: what you do consistently when nobody is clapping. So when you don't feel like waking up early, that's the moment to give in. That's the moment your discipline gets to prove what it's made of. So you can't give in. When the client rejects you, when the launch flops, when the numbers don't add up the way you hoped, that's not the end of the story, but that's the test. That's the exact moment where the entrepreneurs who make it and the ones who don't, that's where, my friends, this road starts to go in different paths. The ones who make it lean into discipline. They tighten up their routine. They protect their mornings. They guard their focus like it's the most valuable currency they own, because it is. They treat their body right, because a tired, undisciplined body can't carry a disciplined mind. They cut the distractions. They say no to the 100 good opportunities so that they say yes to that one great opportunity. And slowly and quietly, brick by brick, they build something that cannot be shaken, because it wasn't built on motivation. It was built on discipline. And discipline doesn't crumble when the weather changes. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, when that alarm goes off and every fiber of your body wants to hit that snooze button, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember that somewhere out there, someone is chasing this exact same dream as you, and they are getting up right now. Discipline is the quiet decision you make in that moment. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to clap. There's no trophy for getting up early, for doing the hard, unseen work. But I promise you this, one day, when you're standing in the life you built, when you're looking back at everything you overcame, you will know exactly what got you there. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It wasn't even that big idea. It was discipline, practiced daily, protected fiercely, and trusted completely. So build your empire, one disciplined day at a time, because your future is not waiting for your motivation. It's waiting for your discipline. Now go get it.